think Jesus used story for the same reason so many of us who communicate use stories. And it's because words actually fail. You cannot tell the truth with words because the truth is much bigger than words, and words are a really amazing tool to sort of point toward truth, but you're not going to explain it. So when Jesus says, the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed, I would hope that the kingdom of God is not a mustard seed because we're not going to fit. Right? They're very small. But he's saying, look, here's what he's saying. He's saying, look, your little bitty brain is never going to fully comprehend the bigness of what is actually true. Like G.K. Chesterton said, if you can get the truth of theology into your brain, your theology isn't very big, and your God is actually very, very small. So it's pretty arrogant of us to think that we actually fully understand the universe that is Christian theology. All we can do is sort of point toward it with stories. That's really all we can do. I'm in an interesting place right now in my life. Within about a week, my wife and I are going to have our first child. We're expecting a daughter. And it's been fun at 49 years old. All of my mentors are now 20 years younger than me. They're all like, Don, hold the baby out, these kinds of things. It's really a fun season of life. But they'll tell me things like a whole other compartment opens up in your heart. You didn't know you're going to experience a kind of love that you didn't know existed. Nobody can actually explain it. Nobody. Now, does that mean it doesn't exist? No, I'm going to feel that in a week, and then feel a lot of other things like no sleep and those kinds of things that they tell me about. So all we can do is really tell stories and grunt with these weak words toward a truth. And one of the things that I think helps us understand, or one of the reasons I actually pray to Jesus as a man of faith, is because he used stories. One of the reasons that Christian leaders who have all the answers are not interesting to me is because they're quite naive. I'm sorry, you don't actually have all the answers. There's an enormous amount of mystery involved in this, not because there isn't a truth out there, but because our brains are simply not able to comprehend it. One of the great metaphors that I've heard is right now, my baby daughter, her name is Emmeline, she's inside of this womb, and her brain understands probably warmth. It probably understands some nutrients when those come in through the umbilical cord. Vaguely hears some voices that may seem friendly, has no comprehension of the unbelievably magical world she's about to enter into, a world that includes ladybugs crawling on leaves, a world that includes a little dog named June Carter that she's going to meet and grow up with. It has no comprehension of any of that. And I think about the kingdom of God and maybe the passing from this life as that. And so for us not to be excited and anticipate the bigness and mystery of what is to come, and instead believe wrongly that we have it fully under wraps and we can answer every question, I think is something that Jesus never tempted us with. He told stories. The kingdom of God is like a mustard seed.